Retire, move to Florida, and spend the rest of my days playing golf. Have you ever uttered these words? If you have, then you need to put the Grand Reserve in Bunnell, Florida on your short list to move. Now today, we're checking out the Berkeley floor plan. This is by D.R. Horton in the Grand Reserve subdivision. Today, we're checking out the Berkeley floor plan by D.R. Horton, and we are in the Grand Reserve, of course. Now, the Grand Reserve is a golf course around a reserve area, and now they've built this master plan community with great amenities and affordable housing. So let's check it out. This, again, is the Berkeley floor plan. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. Now, immediately you start outside. This is 2x4 built. We have hardy board siding, double pane windows. Now, a lot of builds don't have gutters to start. Now, that is an added feature if you're building or getting it tacked on during negotiations. So keep that in mind. Gutters aren't always included. Small little porch for our entry area. We do have almost a full glass door for entry. Now, this isn't standard. You have a smaller size glass on the standard size, but this is one of the upgrades that you have when working with D.R. Horton, American builder. And immediately right when you walk in, you have your garage and laundry area over here. So, I don't think I have an opinion about it, but the laundry area being in the front, some people don't like that. Maybe they, it's kind of not beneficial to walk back and forth all the way. The master being in the back and forth, but some people may not care at all. But so you have your front window, laundry room to the front home area. You can see here, we do have some accent on the wall here. Now that does not come with it. This kind of just shows you what possibilities you have as a homeowner. And then this is a model home. So the garage would be here, but this is just a model staging area, 2-car garage. And they also have epoxy options if you wanted that for the floor. Again, that's something that you work in during negotiations, but that's huge, keeping your floor life in your garage. If you're working out there, have a workshop or chemical spills, having epoxy is a huge benefit for that. All right, and so walk in the house, and our first immediate right, we go down to our hallway here. Again, 3-bedroom. Go down here. Nice spacious hallway. The first door to our right is going to be our secondary bathroom. Now this one, we do have some tile on the secondary shower here with some trim. So it's not that hard plastic that you can find in some of these other builds. Now here's our HVAC air handler in the hallway here. This is a slatted door for the fresh air return to go through. It's a big spacious closet, but you do have this air handler kind of just taking up a lot of space. There is a lot of dead space behind here, which isn't, ideal as a homeowner. I see a bunch of space that could be, if you have kids, you would rather want to have that. Sometimes you'll find the air handler in the garage, but this builder puts them in the closet. So just another thing to keep in mind, free draw, so the air is getting sucked into the bottom and recirculated through the ductwork. Some have dedicated return ductwork that you can see in the ceiling. And then so that makes this slatted door obsolete. You don't need that air flowing through. So one negative side, you can hear it. Some people don't care. Some people it bothers them. So all just depends what your preference is. And then right there, though, we do have a closet right here. Pretty much like a linen closet. It is a little bit bigger than a linen closet, so that does make up for that dead space in the air handler there. All right, so here's our first bedroom we're going into. Modest bedroom for the kids. Single window, good sized closet. Definitely, if you're an adult or kid, you can stuff whatever you have in there. Some of these bedrooms have a very minimal closet that only for a kid that has a little bit of clothes, not really an adult with things to keep in their bedroom. All right, and our next bedroom here, pretty much the same size. Have your same window, double pane window. Now this closet's smaller, like I mentioned, so this would be more probably suited for a kid. But same size bedroom, 8-foot ceilings. And then you'll see these doors here, these accent doors. You have a little 5 paneling. Just gives a little bit more character, a little bit more something to look at, rather than your standard 2 little section doors. And a good part with these thermostats, these are Honeywell. This is basically what you're going to see unless you upgrade to some Wi-Fi compatible Ecobee thermostat. But you have humidity control in here, so that's huge in Florida. All it is you're by the beach. It's just humid all the time, so that's huge having it because temperature is one thing, humidity is another. All right, so mentioned 8-foot ceilings there. Now we open up into our living space, our kitchen, our dining space, our living space. All back here, this opens up to much higher ceilings, much more open feel. I don't like small ceilings like that, but having it in a bedroom is a lot different than your space where you're spending time. You just feel restricted having, can you imagine 8-foot ceilings in your kitchen? You know, I can't imagine. I grew up like that, but it just makes a big difference. So we'll go in the kitchen here. Gas community. So you have your gas stove, you have your microwave here, and then above is our range. So this vents out anything here. So if you're cooking all the time, you know, you got something that you don't want lingering around, it's going to go out very quickly, shoots it right out. When I worked HVAC, we called them fart fans, but basically they go up, over, and shoot out the soffit of the house, so all that escapes. That vent is not supposed to vent directly in the attic. It should be going out of your soffit. We have our island kitchen and our dishwasher here. Now, some people may not like this, but this is a little thinner of a counter compared to some of the other builds, but I don't have an opinion about it. Some people makes it look a little less sturdy, but it's still quartz, doesn't matter. And then behind here, behind the stove and on the counter, you have your tile backsplash. Now this is a big open space. The whole house is 1,655 square feet. Now me, I like this counter space. I'm eating dinner here. I'm saving my space. I'm not putting a dinner table here, but you know, some people love that. So for me, I'm saving that space. I'm eating dinner at the counter. And I'm putting a breakfast bar over here. You got a little nook area between the kitchen and your living area. That's where the breakfast bar is going. And here's one of the features in this home. It's kind of like a smart home tablet. So let's see. ADT security. You have a lighting system. Front door locked. Thermostat control through here. So you do not have to go to that thermostat in the hallway. That's great. Let's see. We see all the people who are trying to break in. Software, and it's all Wi-Fi hooked up, so you can be away from the house, check in on everything here. And then as you can see, there's no wire. That's because we'll check out the master. The closet has a routed wiring. Now the floors, they may look like LVP, but this is actually called Revwood. This is what DR Horton is doing. They did a test and compared the two, LVP and this Revwood material, and they chose the Revwood. They like what the outcome was with moisture challenge. And they've decided to go with it, and this is what they're doing on all their builds. It's very similar to me. It looks very similar. I couldn't tell you the difference by looking right at it unless I was told, but it's obviously a different material. Now, if you get in the building process with them, you can get it throughout the whole home, but the bedrooms do have carpet. But if you get in early enough, you can do the whole home like that. I personally like carpet in my bedroom, but that's just me. Let's check out the master now. And now, the first thing I notice when I walk in this master is the corner here. You have two windows adjacent to each other right here in the corner, and you know, doing what they're doing right now. They're opened up, they're bringing in full natural lighting, and I just love that. That's awesome to me. And it's a good size. This is a king size bed, and you still have that's a good size end tables on each side. All right, and again with the accent wall behind the bed, you can see there it's not standard. Just showing you what you could do. There's not a lot you can do with walls these days except for something like that and just a different pattern. But there'll be something new coming along, I'm sure. All right, we got our master bath here. We have dual sinks. You have two different mirrors. So sometimes they'll just have one big mirror here, but that's nice. You can give yourself some customization options, really. They give you a blank slate to really go ham and do what you want. One of my best friends, he is a contractor. He does backsplash tile, showers, this, that, and the third for bathrooms. He makes them look amazing. And he tells me all the time, he loves walking into a blank slate like this, not having to go behind someone's work and clean up and, you know, cover up for somebody else. So check into that if you come down here. Definitely some options, colors, tile, all that. And then right here next to the toilet, they leave you enough good space right here. You know, maybe the wife wants to put a dedicated like makeup vanity or something right here. This is a good 3 feet, maybe 2.5, 3 feet of space between the toilet and our sink here. And then it is a stand-in shower. They do have glass sliding options. This, you just have your standard rod and curtain here. And then we have our linen closet for the bathroom. You know, these are usually very small. This is actually pretty decently sized. Let's see. But there is no light in here. You know, that's a kind of a bummer not having a light. But I come in here, it's got the L shape in here. So I look kind of funny sitting in the closet, but it's a good sized closet, especially for the size of the primary closet here I'm about to show you. Nice walk-in closet. You have attic access up here as well. Maybe holiday stuff, maybe stuff you don't want the kids to see. But yeah, you got a nice sized closet here. And then, so what I mentioned with the smart hub in the living room earlier, so right here. So they already built these homes. You'll see in some other videos, but these new construction builds, they have your wiring in mind. Okay, back in the day, they didn't have modems and this and that. So now they come in mind for your wiring. You can feed them through their power, whatever. Maybe you have a 120 outlet here, so that's powering that, and probably a security camera that's up in the living room, kitchen area. But you still have plenty of other space too. You could probably add another outlet, but it just gives you options and no seeing the wire. You know, that's aesthetically pleasing. You're not seeing dangling wires. All right, we are leaving the primary bedroom and we are going to go out the back door slider. Awesome feature. Everyone loves having a slider to the back door. Now this particular model, they've got pavers. Looks about maybe 20 feet out there. This is a beautiful example of what you can do. You have a small fireplace right here. Your condensing unit right here, usually always covered by shrubbery. And all these homes are gonna have nice natural landscaping. You're not gonna just walk up to the house. You're gonna have something like this. So you'll have either a type of cypress, or there's a magnolia there. There's lots of leaves all the time. Not fun to pick up, but they're beautiful. And they grow massive, but it is a lot of care to take care of them. And then, of course, you got your palms. Can't go wrong with the palms, baby. We're in Palm Coast. So definitely a beautiful little area to live in. You have your golf course right behind me, behind this reserve area, because it's a reserve. And it's a 18-hole golf course. It's awesome. This whole community is golf cart base. So you could leave your driveway and go to that course and golf. Not even have to get in the car, put the bag on the back. You know, just ideal for an affordable golf course living. You have much more golf courses around the area. Almost 1,200 in all state of Florida. Can't beat that. Year-round golfing. Now, another aspect with these lots, these are 40-foot wide lots. That's what they have available right now. And another aspect with your yard, so these are 40-foot wide lots. Now, that's not big. You're not having a lot of space. That's a good thing. You're retired. You're not trying to mow the grass all day. You have just enough for you to be hanging out. All right, now that we have checked out D.R. Horton, the Berkeley floor plan, let's learn more about Palm Coast and the amenities that this neighborhood has to offer. All right, guys, we are at the amenity center for the Grand Reserve. This is called the Island Club. Got the Island Club out here front. It is a cool neighborhood. As you see, we got golf carts pulling in, golf cart community, very beachy feel. 2-story amenity center. You got the pool here. You have an outdoor kitchen. You have a fire pit space. Your fitness room center in the middle here too. But get a little peek, maybe you can see. So got the outdoor kitchen on the bottom floor, little hangout space up there. Got the little breeze through, the pool on the other side. Now let me go ahead and show you. So this, we're on a Tuesday, about 4:30. So not that many people here, but this is a massive parking lot. That's convenient too. So it's easy to get here. So even if you're not walking or taking the bike here, you're driving up here, you're not worried about parking. Now we are walking over to the bocce ball and pickleball area. I came by here earlier. It's very cool. I guess you can play at nighttime. They have lighting everywhere, but they have speakers inside the lights. I walked by, I heard Sublime or Sugar Ray or something. I didn't know what I was hearing for a second. But so we got it over here. Got your bocce ball. Got our pickleball. And then right here behind the pool area, let's see, we got a nice lake there you can fish. It's a fishing pond. You got a dock going over the water there. You're completely allowed to fish, hang out. Parents sit by the pool. Kids do their thing, jam out here. It's definitely where I'm hanging out on the weekend as a teenager. All right, so that's the Grand Reserve. We're at the amenity center. Is this the right fit for you? In my opinion, this is a affordable option for a retiree or maybe a small family. The CDD compared to others is very low. HOA is very, very low. And you get a lot for it. Again, we are in Bunnell, and this is very south Palm Coast, basically, near State Road 100. And this may be too far for somebody. If you're considering Palm Coast, this may be too far, maybe put you out of your way. But for a lot of people, this is a great affordable option. And if this isn't affordable enough, check out my other videos. I'm obviously living in PALATKA. I'm in Putnam County, and the affordability there is less than here. You're not going to find these communities or new construction like this. You find a few new builds, but you're not going to find these communities, but you can find an affordable home, absolutely. So check in with me, we'll get you situated. So did you like the Berkeley? 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,655 square foot home. Now again, this is a 40-foot lot by 120. This is D.R. Horton new construction in the Grand Reserve, and this whole community is only D.R. Horton. HOA, you can expect $56 for the full year. Your CDD bond is $1,000 a year, so that's $1,000 added to your taxes each year. If you don't know what CDD really goes toward, it's a community development district, and that's basically paying for your roadways, your sewer systems, water management, all the infrastructure that needed to be in place for this community to happen. And the amenity center here kicks butt. The Grand Reserve Clubhouse is in the center of the community, making getting to your tea time easy as possible. Right now there are 2 Berkeley plans available, one at $317 and one at $330. Now your incentives when you come here to buy change periodically, week to week, month to month, and depending on the home itself. So D.R. Horton, like other builders, want to give you a nice interest rate. They want you in the door. They want to sell you this home. On top of that, they'll cover a lot of your closing costs, if not all, give you appliance packaging. Maybe they'll screen in your porch, give you some type of other incentive to get you in there. As soon as they are done with that home and no one's moved in, they want it sold. So the longer it sits, the more they're not happy. So tell me, did you like the property? Is this meant for you? Reach out to my team and we can see what's the right fit for you. Is it Palm Coast, St. Augustine, PALATKA? We'll find out. So the Grand Reserve, this community is based on the Grand Reserve Golf Course. It is a reserve with a golf course built on it. Now D.R. Horton is the only builder in here. This is a master plan community with amenities, HOA, and CDD. And it's a great, lovely community for affordable housing, great for families. Golf cart community as well. Obviously we're in a golf course area, but you can pull up in your driveway, drive around. There's a trail network to walk around, take the dogs in. Just a nice place to be. So the Grand Reserve is actually in Bunnell, which is southwest Palm Coast, but you're 5 miles away from the Advent Health Medical Park. So whether you're a retiree who needs medical care taken care of regularly, or maybe you're in the medical industry, career base, and it's easy to get a job here and move into one of these affordable communities. If you're a frequent traveler, you have Daytona International Airport, Orlando Sanford and International Airport, and Jacksonville International Airport within your range here. For shopping, you have the Palm Coast Town Center, Target, and Publix all within 3 miles. Now, if you're watching this video, it is probably because you are a golf advocate. Besides the Grand Reserve, there are many other courses here in Palm Coast. Most notably is Hammock Beach, where Jim Furyk has his Constellation Furyk and Friends tournament. And depending on what your lifestyle is, maybe it makes sense for you to go down to Daytona for the weekend, or maybe it makes sense to go to St. Augustine. What do you like? Now, for me, St. Augustine is more of a culinary experience with the beach. There is nothing there that they do not have. European, South American, there's cuisine all over. Daytona, in my opinion, is a little bit more crazy. You do have a beach there. You do have the boardwalk, it's fun there. But the nightlife is definitely one of a kind in Daytona, and St. Augustine has nothing on it. But hey, maybe you're even a NASCAR fan, go down to the Daytona 500. And the best shopping that you'll find here is unfortunately about 25 miles away at the Tanger outlets. Now, I think this home is extremely affordable, and especially for what you get with your amenities regarding HOA and CDD. But if this doesn't do it for you and you still need more affordability, check out PALATKA. Check out my other videos. Putnam County has much more affordable options at a lower medium cost. Guys, if you love the Grand Reserve like I do, reach out. We'll make sure you get a detailed vision on what's here and what's available and see if it's right for you.